Alright, this is part two. I'll talk for 30 minutes. I'll shut this camera off here. I'm a little tired. I made like a 3 video marathon today, right? Remember, I promised, I made 3 videos yesterday. I made one early in the morning, obviously, and I made one around close to. I made one in the morning, another one in the later early morning. I made another one in the evening, and now I'm making another one early the following day, obviously. There, yeah. Then once that's all done, obviously, me and Vijay can now take our vacation. And then while we're on vacation, okay, Vijay, we need to go to Best Buy. We need to buy ourselves laptops. Because chances are Vijay's laptop that she has now, chances are she will not bring that with her. Because she knows she can get a new laptop with me. So she'll probably leave that with her family or donate it. Give it to someone who needs it, obviously. Okay, Vijay, let's go to Best Buy. We need to buy a laptop. Why, Ivan? Because we need to take notes for the book. We need to take notes. Yes, we do, VJ. We need to take notes. Some of the changes that we should make, the pictures that I'm thinking of for the world building and all the characters. We need to print those pictures. So all those pictures I showed you, I'm gonna what? I'm gonna go to what? I can buy a colored printer. Okay, we can buy a colored printer at Best Buy. No, we don't have to buy a colored printer. What I'll do is I'll just find a company that prints colored pictures, and we go to the company, we pay them obviously, and then they print the pictures for us. We go on the internet, we print the pictures for us obviously. The Pennywise the Clown picture. That way, when I do the concerts, I can show Peter or Mel Gibson and all of the pictures I'm thinking of. So the devil being an animal picture, I'll print obviously. The Pennywise the Clown picture, I'll print. A couple of pictures I showed you. That way, they have an idea. That horrific picture I showed you in that video that video about 2 months ago, the video that I made 2 months ago, you print those pictures that way. The concerts know. Yeah, I want Airtan on them 3 times scarier than these pictures here. 3 times scarier than this. I'm like, yes, Ivan, you're looking at demons. Yeah, guys, I want them to be real devils, man. Not what you tell them amazing story. And that's why Zane's the best ever told the most picture, obviously. And Vijay will help me take the notes for the 3 volumes. Okay, Vijay, let's go over my book. Let's take detailed notes. Ivan, how much pages are? We can take a good 10, 15, 20 pages, 30 pages worth of notes. It won't take that long. We go over my book and we take notes. And Vijay will help me because I saved the rats, man. Because of me, you're a billionaire and you can see the light, whereas all these women out there will see hell. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? You see the light, the crying stopped. I have to deal with you annoyed me, and you have to deal with your fucked up mess. The least you can do is help me. I have not help you. Yeah, she'll help me because I saved her fucking ass, man. I got her out of Hollywood and she's saved. These spirits that buzz me, she's living out an amazing life with me, she's saved. I was she'll help me, obviously. BJ will help me, obviously, Sarah. She'll help me, obviously. And while we take our 8-month vacation, we'll be looking at the resumes for the 17. I'm going to put out an ad that goes out to the Hollywood companies, obviously. I want to hire a 17. The layout of my 17 is I need 2 script developers who are my co-CEOs, obviously. And then an accountant, a head of production, and a legal advisor or lawyer, and 2 secretaries. Or I might hire 3 secretaries. I might hire maybe 2 secretaries and 1 assistant to help the secretaries. 2 is enough. They can handle all the calls. It's hire 7. That's enough. And you hire after every movie, you hire a couple of assistants to help them. That way, they help them out. Obviously, Zara. Only Hollywood team. I don't want to see this team. Obviously, you think I'm going to pay some secretary who makes $3,000 a year, $1 million another company? They're not worth it. You need to have Hollywood experience for all those guys. And I'll hire a doc team who has Hollywood experience. I'll hire a good 13, 14 team doc team. 12 to 15 team doc team, obviously. Now, but I'm putting out the ads for 3 photographers who work for the big companies in Hollywood, who take pictures for the big companies in Hollywood. You have to hire the best of the best so you get good pictures. You want to get top-notch posters, top-notch magazine digital ads for your Sky Source News and section and featured all around your website. the wiki character ads, the 4K case covers for the red carpet. You got to hire the best people. I'm saying, I'll hire 3 photographers, men or women. Doesn't matter who. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the guy's a man. Doesn't matter if the guy's a woman. Doesn't matter if the guy's gay or the woman's gay. As most male photographers in Hollywood are gay, obviously. But I'm all for rights. I'm all for gay rights and all that stuff. Doesn't matter if you're gay or you're straight. As long as you're an amazing photographer, you're more than welcome to work for my company, obviously. I'm sorry. Even though it does gross me out a little bit seeing a man and a man kiss, it's a bit gross for me, obviously. I'm all for gay rights. So it doesn't matter if you're gay or you're straight, you're more than welcome to work for my company. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for equality, obviously. Hire 3 photographers. Chances are I'll hire maybe 2 women and 1 male. 2 women and 1 like gay male. The guy will most likely be gay, obviously. You gotta pull out the ads for your web design. Your web design is very important because he's the one who's designing your website is the foundation of your company. He's the one who's gonna be coding your super advanced website. I'm gonna code a beautiful website. Obviously. One web designer is enough, and I'll hire 2 graphic designers who are gonna edit all the pictures. Edit the poster pictures, the 4K case pictures, the red carpet billboard pictures. Obviously, the magazine ad pictures featured on your the magazine digital ad pictures featured on your website, on your SkySource news section, as well as around your website. They're editing all that. A lot of work. They have to edit the pictures for the 4K Blu-ray disc. You know when you open a 4K Blu-ray disc, you see the disc inside, and you see the cover picture on top of the disc. Yeah, they have to edit that too. It's a lot of work, man. You need to hire those guys. They're the foundation of your company, obviously. Whereas the head chefs you can hire later on. Hire the head chefs like towards the beginning of the first year, and Peter or Mel can help you sign those guys. I'll hire 3 head chefs. I might hire Eric Chong. I want the head chefs to be Canadian. That way it's easier for them, and they get their full $400,000 salary. They don't have to worry about the rates. You can hire Eric Chong. If you want, I want a head chef who has who owns a restaurant. That way you have that experience. Eric Chong qualifies because he owns a restaurant. You sign him and you pay him a nice $400,000 salary. Obviously. The guys who are in Match of Canada, you could hire them, but chances are they're going to demand more money. They're probably going to want like $800K. I'm not paying you that, man. The Claudio or Prele guy, or whatever his name is, he's very talented, but he might demand more money. He might want maybe more, like $600K. I'm not paying you that. And that's why you hire chefs who have own a restaurant, but they're cheaper, who gladly cook for you for like $400,000. And you put out an ad for head chefs. I'll hire a good 30 head chefs around the world who have who worked at a professional restaurant. If you work at some bar restaurant or some fast food restaurant, you're out. I want ones who worked at professional restaurants, not line cooks, real chefs who are like sous chefs. Hire those guys, and I'll hire a good 30 of them to work for my company. 30 chefs is enough to cook food for 1,500 crewmen. 10 chefs in each of the 3 sections. Sarah, you just have to look at those. So we have to take notes for the 3 volumes. That's how we're prepping. We do the board meetings with Peter or Mel Gibson and all them, and the consults and all them. And we also have to look at the resumes for all those main guys. Obviously. And my top candidates for my 2 showovers are Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. You have Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder is good too. You have Rian Johnson. You have J.J. Abrams. Obviously, you have what? Peter Rice. I might perhaps hire him. I might perhaps maybe hire him and Jon Favreau instead of Dave and John. We'll see what happens. Dave is cheaper than him, but I mean, and there's other candidates too. Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler doesn't have much producing experience, but he's a good candidate too, master developer. The Russo brothers. You can hire them to be the boss of your company. To run your company. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously. And there's other candidates out there, but I don't know their names. But you have to be like you have to be at least younger than 60, man. If you're like 70, I'm not gonna hire you. You're too old. By the time I do what, like 2 movies, you're like 80. No, hire people who are younger, who are like in their 40s, 50s, and even or like late 50s. James Gunn's a good candidate too, but James Gunn's locked on with DC, and guaranteed DC is going to extend his contract. So James Gunn's out of the picture, but he'd rather work for me than even work for DC. I'd rather work for Ryan than work for DC. When I read your King and Queen, I'd rather work for him than fucking work in DC because our movies are not all off the side attention. And his company's much better in Hollywood, and he's my ticket out of Hollywood. All these guys know Ivan O'Mara and Vijay is their ticket out of Hollywood. Samsara. So we'll see what happens. But somebody tells me I'm going to end up choosing, I don't know, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Somebody tells me I'm going to click the best of those guys. Those guys seem like chill guys. Like Jon Favreau seems like a guy I like to have a beer with. You know what I'm saying, have a beer with, party with. You know what I'm saying, Dave Filoni seems like a chill guy too. I think I'm going to click the best with those guys. Ivan, that's a balls. Ivan, Dave Filoni doesn't even have much experience. Yeah, but I think he'll make a good. I think if you groom him, you know what I'm saying? I think if you groom him, I think he'll be an amazing CEO for your company. Dave Filoni's talented dude. And Jon Favreau is talented too. Jon Favreau has a lot of producing and directing experience and writing experience. Dave Filoni does not have much of the producing experience, but he has a lot of writing and directing experience too, but he doesn't have much live action experience. But if a guy like Dave Filoni, if you groom him, I think he'll be an amazing CEO. I think if somebody tells me he'll be an amazing CEO if you groom him, obviously. Yeah, so John, I can pay him $34 million signing bonus for all the 5 movies or the 4 movies. If I do the Matrix of the 5 movies, I'm not increasing his bonus; it stays the same, and I'll pay him like $6.8 million USI for the first year, and the other 3 years for Zayn, you pay him three. The other 2 years for Zayn, you pay him. The other 3 years for Zayn, you pay him $3.5 million. So give him a big bonus, but like to balance it, pay him a much smaller yearly salary, but pay him a rich yearly salary the way he's happy and he's making a lot of money. You give him perks, obviously, $2,000 gift card, $300 gas card. You know what I'm saying? You get the parties in my yacht, my condo, and I'll give him $100 million of the royalties for Zayn's profits, obviously. Because he's your CEO, he's a boss of your company, you gotta pay him a lot of money. But if he wants more money, I'm like, John, I'm not gonna pay you $150, $200. You're fucking crazy, man. I'm your CEO, man, of the biggest company in the world. Yes, I'm giving you $100 million in royalties. That's a lot of money. You don't like it? I'll what? I'll hire someone else, obviously. If you don't like it, Samsara. If you don't like it, I'll hire someone else, obviously. Yeah, for this video, I'm not going to talk about it. I'll just talk more about my SkySource company instead of Zayn. I've talked about Zayn sometimes, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the Russo brother, and Dave Filoni, I'll pay him way with us. But Dave Filoni, I'll pay him a $15 million signing bonus for all the 5 movies. That's good enough for him, isn't it? He's not as big as John. And I'll pay him like $2.1 million yearly salary for the Zanus product for the 4 years of Zanus. It's a good deal for him. Good paycheck. And I'll give John and Dave $100,000 raises for their yearly salary. If they want, what about 500? I'm like, no, man. I'm giving you royalties. 100K is a good fucking raise. That's 60,000 extra in your bank. 60,000 extra in your bank for every movie project. You can do a lot of things, good things with $6,000. You can get another car. You can go get nice clothes. Go out to dinner. Go on vacation. I give you a good deal. And you get your $250K post-filming bonus. Don't forget that after filming is completed. Ivan, what about 10 million? I'm like, no, guys. I'm already paying enough money. $250K is a good bonus for post-filming. That's a good bonus, obviously. And I'll take you and your family on a tour vacation. I'll book a nice resort, and a big resort. It will cost me like $2 million, and they go on a tour vacation. Their feeding and living is paid for, but if you want to get souvenirs and get beer and all stuff, you're paying with your own money. So, yeah. And Dave, I'll give him like $37 million in royalties for the Zangus part. That's good enough for him. $37 million in royalties is good for him. He's not making as much as John because he's not as big as him, but he's still making a lot of money. Dave's gonna make probably a good like $25 million plus after taxes for the Zayn price. A lot of money for Dave. Because he's not that big, I'm not going to pay him as much. So I'm saying, but pay him a lot of money. Because he's a CEO of your company, pay him a lot of money. Obviously, you can have George groom him if you want. Hey, George, you're my consultant. I want you consulting with Dave a lot and groom him during this Zayn's project. Groom John. You're the boss. You're the boss over Dave. Groom Dave. Groom Dave, and that way he what? He eventually grows to be an amazing CEO for your company, obviously. And you guys know how much money I'm willing to pay the other CEOs. I don't feel like talking about it. I'm willing to pay the other CEOs a lot of money too. Not the kind of money John's making. The only one who will be making more than Jon Favreau was like J.J. Abrams, because he's bigger than John. Rian Johnson, if he's worth like $100 million, I'll pay him the same amount of money as John. All the other ones are not making the kind of money John's making. They're still signing massive contracts, like 50, 45, 44 million royalties. You know what I'm saying? And like a 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 million dollar signing bonus. 25 million dollar signing bonus. Still a lot of money. And a rich like 4 million and like 2.8 million yearly salary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a good deal for them. 258 post-win bonus. You take their families on to a vacation. So what I'll do for the vacation, I'll book a resort, like the best resorts in the world I can book. Where do you guys want to go? Hey, you want to go here? Okay, I'll book the resort. Okay, call this place, book it for 2 weeks. It'll cost me a good $1.5 million. I can easily afford it. And have feeding services in that resort. And it's booked. That resort fits like, that resort can fit a good like 30 people in there, 40 people in there. And you book the whole resort for them and all for the directors and their families and the 17 and all their families. You only bring your immediate family with you. Only your husband, your wife, and your kids, and that's it. Peter, you can only bring your wife and your kids. And your grandkids if you want. Guillermo Toro can only bring his wife and his kids, and that's it. And the 17 can only bring their immediate family. Because I don't have enough room. You need to have room in there, obviously. That's my deal for all those guys, obviously. What I'll do is, I will fly in, what I'm going to do is okay, all the candidates that me and VJ, we narrowed down the top, like 12 candidates. Me and VJ are going to fly in we give their agents a call, we fly in all the candidates to Vancouver. I'm going to interview them. I want to interview them personally, and I'm going to show them a tour. Hey, if you're hired, this is where you're going to be working. And Jon Favreau was like, Ivan, like that. I showed him the model design because the architects are going to create the model design on my land, obviously. Ivan, like, your land's going to look like this, like that graph. Here's a picture of it. Yeah, holy shit, that's nice. Yeah, this is where you're going to work, John. He's all excited. Holy shit, I can't wait. Oh, man, hopefully you choose me, Ivan. I showed Dave the land. I showed J.J. Abrams the land. They're all excited. Oh, man, Ivan, please hire me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want out of Hollywood, man. Your company's burning Hollywood, yeah. There. And then once me and VJ look at the resumes, we narrowed down our candidates, obviously. Me and VJ will be taking our vacations. And while I go on vacation, me and VJ will be trending in all these countries. In Japan, in Switzerland, in Dubai, and the countries VJ wants to visit. We're going to be trending in all those countries. And while I'm in those countries, I'm going to be going to events with VJ, cruises. I want to go, when I go to Switzerland with VJ, I want to go cruising in that river. Remember that big river you saw at the Bergerac Hotel? I want to go cruising in that river. We rent a boat, we go cruising in that river. We have a party now, just me and her. We can invite some people. The chances are, when I go with VJ to like Switzerland and all stuff, me and her might go to a bar. We might make a few little friends. Hey, we're having a party. A couple of you guys want to come with us? Yeah, we'll party with you guys, Ivan. And some of the guys come with VJ. We party up in the boat in Switzerland. VJ, I don't want to stay at the Bergerac Hotel. I want to save the surprise for the party. Yeah, Ivan, we'll stay at another luxury hotel. Yeah, we stay at another luxury hotel, not the Bergerac Hotel. I want to save the surprise for the Zayn's party on the red carpet event. I don't want to ruin the surprise. And VJ's like, Ivan, I feel so on top of the world. Because me and her are trending, like, on Twitter, man. Dozens of trends. You see me and VJ trending with Twitter. I'm going to go to clubs with VJ. Make it out, VJ the club. I'm going to be going to events with her in Switzerland, Japan, rides, cruises, restaurants, bars, clubs. Not strip clubs. When I mean clubs, I'm talking about like the regular clubs. Where you just when everyone's just dancing and everything and making out. Yeah, those clubs. So yeah. Going to a strip club with your wife is very weird. Why would you go to a strip club with your wife? It's kind of fucking weird. Like you have a wife. Why would you go to a strip club with your wife? I'm gonna go clubbing with VJ a lot though. I'm gonna be going to all these clubs with VJ obviously. So Sarah, I'm gonna be going to all these clubs with VJ, and now I'll be trying online, obviously. So Sarah, yeah. So I'll tell VJ when we visit each country, we visit the country for 3 weeks. So we visit the country for 3 weeks, and then we come back to Vancouver. We stay in Vancouver for 1 week. We see the updated progress of what we see the update progress of the condo getting built and the property getting built for a entertainment company. Samsara. And all the Hollywood actors agents are all like excited. You know what I'm saying, all the Zane's actors agents are, oh my god, Ivan VJ released starring Sky. So yeah, when Ivan's office is over for business, don't worry guys, we're gonna call their office. Ivan's issuing you guys. I'm saying, yeah, they're all excited. I can't wait to be part of this movie. Look at an amazing movie. Yeah, $1,200,000,000 budget. That's something crazy. Yeah. Me and we do be training in those countries, obviously. We training in those countries. Me and VJ Samsara. We training in those countries, obviously. You guys are like shit. Oh my god, the whole world. You have the buzz of me and VJ's relationship because we're a perfect couple. You also have the buzz of my Zane's book sales. People are gonna be asking me for pictures. Ivan, I loved your book. Son, Ivan, you're gonna make a movie? Yeah, I'm making a movie. Ivan, I can't wait for this movie. Yeah, I'm putting like $1,200,000,000 towards the movie. $1,200,000,000. Yeah. Looking at an amazing movie for that. That was an amazing story. Ivan, you wrote that, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I wrote it. Are you gonna write any more books, Ivan? I'm like, no. I'm just gonna act with VJ. I'm done. I'm retiring as an author, guys. I wouldn't mind writing like prequels, but it's just more stress, more work. I already made my money. I don't need more money. I'm just gonna focus on Skyfishes and my games. That's enough. I'm not gonna write books. I'm not gonna own restaurants. I'm not gonna build hotels. I'm not gonna build parks. Because John Favreau might tell me, Ivan, why don't you build like a Sky Source park? You can for $1,000,000,000 you can easily build an amazing park. I'm like, no, John, I'm not building a park. I don't make more money. I'm like, John, I'm already making enough money. I don't need more money. If I make $21 billion off the movie, that's enough money. I don't need more money. Ivan, you're turning down more opportunity to make money for yourself. John, there's a saying that's about how much money is enough. I'm making more than enough money. I don't need more money. This is enough money to last me for 10,000 years. I don't need more money, Samsara. I love money. It's nice to make a lot of money, but money isn't everything to me. There's a saying in this world, how much money is enough. It's enough money. I don't need more money, Samsara. Obviously. Am I going to get a raise, Ivan? I'm saying, I don't know. Months go by, and me and VJ, we met with we interviewed all the guys, and VJ's like, I think John Favreau and Dave Filoni are our guys, Ivan. Okay, fine, we'll hire them. And I give John Favreau and Dave Filoni a call, and they're all joining for joy. You're hired. They're all joining for joy. Oh my god, I'm going to work for Ivan for like 20 years. And after 20 years, the journey ends, obviously. I hired my other five. I hired my doc team. We hired our 3 photographers. We hired our one web designer, our 2 graphic designers. And towards the end of that first year, we visited our 10th country. You know what I'm saying? It's like fall time now, and we come back to Vancouver, and they're like, Ivan and Vita, your condo's built. You know what I'm saying? Our beautiful condo, our 300 when our condo's built, pimped out high tech condo. Here's your garage. Here's your remote, Ivan. We open the remote. The garage door opens. We see our luxury interior design, like that picture I showed you like a couple years ago. High tech. I'm saying, you know, Ivan, you have an escalator. That takes you up. You go on the escalator, and then you have this like luxury glass elevator. Something high tech. I pimped it out, man. Here's your pool room. Here's your pool room, Ivan. Here's your pool. We just like, Ivan, this is our pool. We have this pool all to ourselves. I'm like, yes, oh my God, this is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's all happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying? Here's your jacuzzi room, and here's your elevator. We go upstairs. We see our beautiful high-tech luxury living room. We see the glass. I like that glass look, right? We see the luxury living room, the luxury kitchen, luxury bathroom. Upstairs is our luxury bedroom, our luxury gym, and we have two luxury bathrooms and the high-tech showers in our bathrooms. High-tech shower in the pool room. Our luxury terrace and our private IMAX theater room. Yeah, pimped out theater room. Ivan, this is your theater room. Oh my God, Ivan, we have our own theater room. Yeah, that's where we're gonna watch Zanus. We're gonna get an unheard of IMAX experience at home, obviously, in a 4K Blu-ray experience, which is even better than the theaters, obviously. Ivan, here's your terrace with a view of all of Vancouver. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Yeah, remember those pictures I showed you? Yeah, like a beautiful terrace like that, a luxury terrace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously, that's where I look at the actors for Zans are going to have an amazing party experience in my condo. Obviously. And we got the news, Ivan, your property of land for your Sky Source Home Studio company is now built. Your Sky Source land, your Sky Source property. You know what I'm saying? And okay, are you ready, Ivan? No, yeah, we're ready. We just drive to the location. Ivan, it's all built. And we just like, oh my God, Ivan, this is so beautiful, Ivan. Like Gran Turismo look-alike property, man. Something beautiful, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We see, okay, Ivan, here's your main building, your studio office. We go to the studio office. We see everything. It's all built. You see the special unit building, all built. All the rooms built. Concert art room, your sound department room, your what? Your editing room, your VFX artist room. I don't know what I'm saying. Your what? Your web designer and graphic designer's little office. They show us the game studio. The game studio's all built. You know what I'm saying? Here's all this is where the people are going to be working for your game. Here is a recording studio where you guys are going to record for the game, and here's the big room. You build a big room where they put motion capture technology for the character face models. You build a beautiful game studio. Here is Here's your walkthrough guy's office, Ivan. I built a small little office for Radbrad, obviously, where he's gonna edit his footages and record his walkthroughs, obviously. Rabbi, like, Ivan, you built in my own office? I'm like, yeah, Rabbi. He's like, thank you, Ivan. That's so nice of you. Yeah, I built you your own small office, Ivan. I built your own small office, Rabbi. From Sarah. Yeah. Here's your docking area where you're gonna park your jet. Here's your parking area where you can park your yacht. Here's your road, your beautiful road. Here's the golf course, landscaping work done, beautiful, the gardening work. Here's your sign in front of your property, like that Hollywood sign. You want it like that, Ivan? Yeah, it says Sky Source Entertainment. And at nighttime it lights up. You get this light. At nighttime I want all the buildings of my property to light up. Remember that picture I showed you? At nighttime it lit up? Yeah. I want it all lighting up at night. Do you want it lighting up at night, Ivan? Yeah, I want all the buildings lighting up at night. That way people can see it's beautiful. He's like, oh my God, Ivan, we own all this? I'm like, yeah, BJ, we own all this. I'm saying, we're bossing out, I'm saying. And once I hire John Farrell and Dave Filoni, I'm going to show them, hey guys, you want to see your property land where you're going to be working? Yeah, Ivan. And John Farrell and Dave Filoni are shocked. Holy shit, Ivan, we're going to be working here? I'm like, yeah, you're working here. Holy shit, Ivan, this is nice. Yeah. Yeah, John and Dave, you guys are the CEOs of my company. You're going to be the boss of all this. You're the boss. Me and you're the boss over you, obviously, but you're going to be running on our behalf. You're the boss. I'm saying, they're all happy, yeah. Sign their contracts, and they're all happy, obviously. So the web designer and graphic designers will have their own small, tiny office in the special unit building where they're going to work. They have a computer, and that's where they can edit the pictures and code the website. They need to have an office. They don't have to have an office, but it's good for them to have an office. Have them have a nice little office. That way it's more professional, obviously for them to work. The photographer is only in office, But the graphic designers and the web designers need an office, obviously. And the beautiful property line is now built, obviously. And now it's all done. I hired my team and my graphic designer, web designer, photographers, and doc team. And the 1 year ended. Me and VJ do a nice party in our condo together. We borrow stuff for the condo. We do a party, just me and her together in the condo. We get cigars, we get drunk, and we listen to music. We do a party together, obviously. We get high. I want to do a thing where I get high with VJ and like we watch a movie, like a romance. So hey VJ, you want to watch Twilight? You know what I'm saying? Hi, hey Ivan, let's watch what you want to watch Titanic, hi VJ? Yeah, we get edibles, we get high, we watch Titanic. You want to get high VJ and get wine and chill in the jacuzzi for like 30 minutes? An hour? Yeah, Ivan, let's do that. And me and VJ, we take edibles, we chill in the jacuzzi and we drink like wine. He's like, cheers Ivan, we're gonna be movie stars. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to play a role of Lithia, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited for this movie, Ivan. $1.2 billion in our budget, Ivan. This is bigger than all the Hollywood companies, Ivan. She's all happy. I'm like, yeah, VJ, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous, Ivan. Ivan, I know you worry about your keys, because you trip, you worry that you might mess up. Don't worry about it. Just do your thing, you'll kill it, Ivan. I said, yeah. I mean, it's easy for you to say that, VJ. You have Hollywood experience. Whereas I don't. Yeah, Ivan, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Just do your thing, you'll be fine. And I do my thing and I kill the role of Takis, obviously. Ivan, we're a boss now. Like, we're going to be paying all these Hollywood actors their fucking salary, Ivan. You're going to tell me, Ivan, you don't have to give the actors... I'm sorry, really, you don't have to give the actors a piece of the roles, Ivan. What you're paying them is enough. They don't even make this in Hollywood, Ivan. I made like $400K in Hollywood, Ivan. You pay Ivan like $4 million, or John May 8 or 9, it's enough. You don't have to give a piece of royalties. No, we just give them a piece of royalties and we work harder for us. And brag how much of our companies and all they work. Okay, Ivan, fine. I can understand you giving Peter Jackson a lot of money, Ivan, because he's like a billionaire. But these actors are not worth our royalties, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Like VJ, don't be cheap, man. If we make $20 billion of the movie, is giving $100 million of royalties gonna hurt us, Ivan? It won't hurt us. That's a lot of money, Ivan. I'm like, VJ, you're being greedy, man. Stop. It's good for the actors to share in our wealth. I'm only giving them a piece of the royalties. So I'm saying, I'm not gonna let them dupe me, VJ. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, he's all happy. Cheers, we're movie stars. And that first year ends, Christmas happens, and the following year we hired everyone, and now we start the process with the last Hope for Zane's movie project. And that's when I'm gonna fly in Peter and Mel, and they're gonna compete for the job. But the question is, who will I choose, Peter or Mel? I don't know. We'll see what happens, obviously. And this video is Ivan the Mayor. I talked for an hour. I'm tired. I'm gonna upload this video. Enjoy the show with you guys. Ivan the Mayor. I'm signing out. Peace.